Welcome to the ultimate YouTube banner logo and design tutorial. If you're looking to transform your channel for free, you've come to the right place. In a few moments, I'll review the best practices and design tips through a step-by-step tutorial. Within minutes, you'll be able to create a YouTube identity that not only looks amazing, but also connects with your audience on a deep, memorable level. A lasting impression that will help you grow your brand. As someone who's spent the last few months researching and building YouTube channels, I may not have the best design skills, but I absolutely understand what it takes to make use of the real estate and take your creative content to the next level. So whether you have no design experience or are a seasoned YouTuber, this guide is designed to help you make a statement. Ready to boost your brand identity? Let's get started. The free design program we'll be using today is Canva. It is a drag and drop design app that is very easy to use. You don't need a pro account, it is totally optional. You also don't need to download it on your computer because it is web browser based. You can also design on your phone if you like, but I have large thumbs, so we'll stick with the PC on this one. Go ahead and log in or create an account if you don't already have one. Once you're in the home page, you're going to click on the top search bar right here and enter the type of product that you want to design. We're going to search for a YouTube logo, and as you search for it, you're going to see that it says YouTube channel logo. That is absolutely the one. And when you click on it, it's going to take us to this page. There are over 200 templates that you can use. Do keep in mind that anything with a crown is under the Pro plan, so we'll ignore those for now. Keep scrolling and see if there's one that you like. You can definitely use these as the source of your inspiration, or even use it as your base because you're able to change the colors, change the text, change the photos and the shapes. For now, we're going to go and create this from scratch, so I'm going to click on the Create a Blank YouTube Channel logo at the top. It did open a new tab, and as you can see, it's very blank. On the left bar here, it has all of the modules. It has design, elements, text, brand, uploads, draw, projects. The design tab shows you all the templates that you saw from earlier, so you can still use this if you like. It's really easy. You can just click on one. And you can also do a quick search up top as well. So if there's a particular style that you like, let's say you're a gaming channel and you search gaming, it would pop up all the gaming icons for you to use. Now, the absolute best tip here is to be memorable. You either want a good photo, a good graphic, or really good colors. If you don't know where to start in terms of colors or graphic, you can really look for inspiration. I recommend searching the best color combos. I recommend searching the best font combos. All of that will help you decide which options are best to use. Definitely no design skills needed. You just need to search it up and find one that you like, that works best for you, because at the end of the day, this is your brand, your identity, and it represents who you are. I'm gonna go ahead and click on this gamer girl. She has a really nice background, as you can see. There are some clouds, very easy gradient colors, and a graphic. Now you might wonder, what if I don't know how to draw? Like, how do I draw myself? I'm going to show you a quick way for you to do it with AI image generator. If you want to learn more about other free AI image generators, be sure to check out my channel. I do reviews of different ones. In this tutorial, we'll be using playgroundai.com. It is very easy for beginners to use. I just go directly to playgroundai.com/create. From there, I make sure that I'm in the board section. The model is Stable Diffusion XL. The size is 1024 by 1024. If you scroll all the way down on the right, it will show you that I will want to generate 4 images at a time. We're going to leave that be. And now on the left is where the magic happens. You're going to enter a request, and you're going to get the image that you want. For my prompt, I'm just going to type gamer girl, pink hair, pigtails. I can also upload a photo as a source of inspiration. That's absolutely possible right there. I'm going to show you how. I'm going to go ahead and drag in an image from my computer. It can be a picture of anybody, including yourself. Now before you press generate, you want to choose a filter. Playgroundai has some really cool filters to use, and I like using them because they're so easy to apply. I'm just going to go ahead and select one and then press on generate. And about 30 seconds later, you get your final output. If there's anything that you don't like, you can fix the prompt and regenerate. You can choose a different photo and just go at it until you're happy. This is a very simple step. You can hover over the image, and at the top, you should be able to click on download. You can download one of them or all of them. That's totally up to you. Now, before we upload it back to Canva, I'm just going to go and remove the background. Because we're using a free account, we cannot use the tool. For this, I'm just going to use remove.bg. Once you head to the website, you just drag in the image that you just download. And after the background is removed, go ahead and press download again. And now you might be wondering, wait a minute, this is too small. It's only 500 by 500. Is that a good quality image? Well, it's definitely not. So we're going to go ahead and go to upscale.media and upscale the image. This is definitely going to make it a larger size. So using the same exact process as remove.bg, you just upload your image and then press on download. You can see the before and after. The quality did get better, the size is bigger, and you're really good to go. Now back into Canva, I'm just go ahead and upload my image straight into the account. You can drag and drop the image into Canva itself, or go to the upload section and click on upload files. Once you drag in the image, you can now move and resize the image. Just hover over the corners to make it bigger or smaller, and then hover over the size to really crop out anything that you don't like. If you want to use an avatar as an icon, you absolutely must make it easy to see. If it's too small, if it's too far away, nobody knows what they're looking at. You have to remember that people are on their phones all the time, so your avatar doesn't look as big as when you design it. It's actually going to be really, really tiny. So you want your audience to be able to see who you are in the first few seconds. Now, if you're not using an avatar, you're not using photos, and you're just using some words or some text, they also need to be really, really big. If you are spelling out your entire first name, your entire last name, and they're more than 3 or 4 characters long, no chance that anybody can see it. Save it for the actual banner, but don't do it on the icons. Now, if you want to change the background color at any time, you can click on the background, you can click on the clouds or the stars. It's going to allow you to change the color up top. As you can see here, I just go ahead and click on the background, went to the top of the bar and select a color that I like. It could be black, it could be yellow, anything that makes sense for you and your brand. Now, one trick I recommend doing before saving the image is making the size of the page really small. This way you can see what it looks like on mobile. So right now at 10%, this one you can sort of make out that it's a girl with pigtails. Not the best if it's not big enough, but once it is big enough, you can really see that it makes a big difference. Once you're happy with your logo, go ahead and go back to Canva's home page, search for a YouTube banner. If you're new to design, I recommend using a template. Don't start from scratch. The template helps you find out where the center is. The way YouTube banners work is that they have a TV mode, they have, desktop mode. What it does is it crops out your image. So on the TV, it zooms out and everything, and on your phone is really tiny. So they have it usually mapped out pretty well in a template already, so you know that the main text, the main photo was easily seen, and makes life so much easier. So I'm just go ahead and select essentially a template that works with our current logo. So you can drop in your gamer girl from before, and you're going to be like, well, I don't like how it looks. How do you put it in a circle? How do you put it in a star shape? Like, what do you do there? You would go ahead and go to elements up top, search for a circle. On top, make sure you look for the line that says frames. It's probably at the end, and you can see there are all the frames that are available and are in circles. There's a circle, there's a scallop circle, there's a colorful circle. I'm just going to use a regular circle here, and then go back to my image. I can use my logo if I want, or I can use the original image, drop that in, and move that picture over. Now I can delete anything that I want, and if I want to crop it, make it bigger, I just double click on the image there and then drag out the corners to resize it however it works best. Now, if you don't like something, go ahead and delete it. Just click on it, press on delete on your keyboard or right click delete. Move the stuff that you want in, place it down. If you head to elements, you can see that there are tons and tons of graphics. I would just scroll over to the graphics portion and search up anything that you like. And if you don't know what to search up, just go ahead and don't search anything, and it's gonna give you some recommended stickers, some photos that you can use. Now for banners and icons, you can't really use any moving images, so I would just avoid that for now. But for graphics, you can add more stars, you could add more hearts if you like, depending on your channel. You know, if you want something more tech-like, you can add some technology, some AI images. There are no limits to what you can add. With that said, I do recommend for you to keep it simple. The key is to keep it simple and easy to read. The main question I would ask yourself is this something a third grader can read? If it's too difficult to read or see, or there's too many colors, people are going to be thrown off and not remember what you're trying to sell at all. I really think these existing colors work really well. At most, I would just change the background color. Now to change the text, you just click on the box of the text itself, double click and highlight, and then just change to your branding, your name. If it's too long and gets cut off, you just drag the corners or the side to make it a little bit longer and everything should fit. You can move the text around, but remember that you want to keep everything in the center because on the TV, they will see all the cloud, but on the phone, they will most likely only see the middle section, so it kind of gets cropped out quite a bit. To change the font style, just click on the text and then click up at the top. You can really change it to anything that doesn't have a crown on it. You could type calligraphy or handwriting if you like. You can type in like big bolded words if you like. It helps you find the fonts because they have tons and tons of fonts here. You can see they recommend Sweet. So we're going to search up Sweet and see what they have. Let's change it to Sweet Dreams. This is a terrible font because I can't see my name, but that's a good example though. Then you can see this one. It's also terrible. You can't really read it. So you kind of want to go through and figure out what is best to read, because at the end of the day, this font or this style should absolutely be the ones that are in your thumbnail, should be in your icons, should be on your social media pages. Now keep in mind that this font doesn't define you and keep you caged up. It is designed to keep everything consistent. You want viewers and your audience to know who you are just by looking at your colors, looking at your font. And the goal is for them to know to come back to you. Just take an example from big brands. Coca-Cola, easily recognizable. Walmart, easily recognizable. Costco, Kirkland, if you use any black background with a white text, people automatically think of them. So that's something that you might want to keep in mind in terms of design. So what we've learned so far is that a good YouTube icon or a YouTube profile picture and a good YouTube banner is eye-catching, readable, and conveys the brand. When I say readable, it just means that people understand the message right when they see it. Not too busy, not too crazy, not hard to read, right? So to recap everything, you want to remember that a logo should be easy to see. If you're using a picture, if it's too small, no one knows who you are. If you're using text, keep it short or else nobody can read anything. You mainly want to think about, what do you want people to see? Most viewers will see your icons before they see your YouTube channel. As for YouTube banners, the key takeaway is to make sure that your banner is on brand, keep the font consistent, keep the text consistent, promote your social media accounts. Add a call to action, so send them to your social media account, send them to your website. Add arrows, highlight anything that might help. You don't want to drown them, but the goal is to share any information that is useful. This is a great space to connect with your audience. Remember that the sizing on Canva includes like the TV mode, so if you design all the way to the edge, no one will be able to see it, no one will be able to read it unless they're on their TV, unless they're on their computers. Otherwise, on mobile, it's just a really small space. Make use of that space and sell, sell, sell. What you're selling is your brand identity. Now to add some arrows, I'm just going to go ahead and go to the elements page, search for some arrows. So just type in arrow at the search bar, and we're going to go ahead and click on any arrow that you do like. Remember, the crowns are not free. This one is free right here. So I'm just going to add that in, and I'm just going to point it to the corner because I believe that is where the social media buttons are. And if you ever have any trouble figuring out your tagline, so essentially the text right under your channel name, you can really use this space to add your social media handles. You can also use a tagline that represents who you are, life's an adventure, for example, if you're a travel channel. And if you're having trouble with creating, those words and you don't know what to say, use AI to write it. It's out there and it's free. A good way to look at how to design these thumbnails or these avatars is search your favorite YouTubers. What do they use? We're not looking to copy them, but we're really looking to understand what makes them stand out. Understanding that concept and understanding that formula will make us stand out because we know how to do it. If you're looking for recaps of do's and don'ts, definitely check out my description below. I'm going to put it all in there for you. And if you ever have any questions or any concerns or any recommendations, I would love to learn more. So in order to save your files, you can rename them at the top. Once you do that, you just go to the share button here, click on the download. In the download section, it will say that you can download the file type. It could be JPEG or PNG, either or should work. And then if you do have the pro account, you can download a transparent background image and all this other stuff. But right now, you're good to go with just a free account. Do leave me a comment down below if you have any questions or any recommendations. I would love to hear and learn more. Thanks for watching.